Here is part 2 to how to use a protractor. So in the other video on how to use a protractor, they were nice and lined up, easy to use. These ones are not. These ones are not the case. So usually if I was the one with the protractor, I would line it up perfectly. But that's not the case for these ones. So for these ones, using this protractor, what you're gonna have to do is you're gonna have to use subtraction. You're gonna have to use subtraction. So if I know this angle is, let's say this angle is 25 degrees. So from 25 degrees all the way to 160 degrees. So this right here is at 160, and this right here is at 25. Well, what is the difference between 160 and 25? So what is 160 minus 25 degrees? That would be 135 degrees. All right, so this one is at 135, and this one is at 140. So what is the difference between, and I'm just going to use, for all of these, I'm just going to use the outside numbers. So when you're doing ones that aren't lined up perfectly, you might as well just use the outside numbers. So this one would be 140 minus 135. So what's the difference between 140 and 135? Oh, that's 5 degrees. So that's how much this little angle is right there, is 5 degrees. And this angle right here is 135. All right, so this is 20. This is 75. So what's the difference between those? So what is 75 minus 20? Oh, well, that's 55 degrees. So this angle right here is 55 degrees. All right. This one's lined up at 130, and this one's lined up at 135. So, okay, what's the difference between 135 and 130? Okay, that's 5 degrees again. So this little angle right here is 5 degrees. This one here, what do we got? We have 125 right here, and then over here we have 150. So 150. So 150 degrees minus 125 degrees equals 25 degrees, which means that's what this angle is right there, 25 degrees. All right. What about, I'm just going to do problem 6. I'm not going to go through all of these because it's all the same stuff. So let's do one more. This is problem 7, or this is at 70 degrees. This one here is at 140 degrees. So what is 140 minus 70? That is 70. So this angle right here is 70 degrees. All right, so it's just using subtraction. You're just finding the difference between the left and the right. So I would always use the outside numbers. If you're not, I guess I'll do one more example. If for some reason you don't want to listen to me in this video and you don't want to use the outside numbers, if you can notice, what I've been doing is I've been subtracting the left and the right. So it's been left minus the right, because that's the bigger number. Or if you want to think about it, it's the bigger number minus the smaller number. Maybe that's better. You got the big number over here minus the smaller number over here. But if you do the inside numbers, if I say that this is 110, and I say that this is 35 right in here, well, the bigger number's over here and the smaller number's over here. But you can still set it up as big minus small, so it'd be 110 minus 35. Okay, so 110 minus 35 is, what is that, 85? 85? No, 75. 75 degrees. So this angle would be 75. So, okay, it's big minus small. All right, big angle minus small angle will give you the angle you're trying to find when using the protractor. All right, I'm in that there. All right, I think I got the point across with these 7 examples. Thank you for watching part 2 of how to use a protractor.